I'm back in the kitchen again with Arzu, and we are making a tasty pastry. What are we making?
We're making quiche à la turca.
Quiche à la turca. Now talk to me about that. What is that?
We call this as a borek in Turkey.
Okay.
It's a layer filo pastry brushed with an oil egg mixture, which we're going to prepare together soon.
Good, good, good. And is that why you call it a quiche, the egg mixture?
Yes,
is what
exactly. I
firms
find
up
it's
and makes
easier to explain to audience.
Oh.
And then we're going to make our filling with a feta cheese and fresh dill. And do you want to start?
Sure, sounds good.
Okay, why don't you crumble some feta cheese?
Okay.
And I will be adding our filling here. Yeah, I just simply crumbling by hand.
Okay.
You can do it by fork too.
And this is feta?
This is feta. This is less salty and oily feta.
Okay.
So there's so many different kind of
to try
fetas.
it.
Oh yes, you do. And
I'm
here,
such a cheeseaholic. I really am.
so
is that
here
dill?
I'm adding fresh dill.
Fresh dill? I don't know if I've had fresh dill. I mean, I'm sure I've had it in a... Is this awful? I just taste everything in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, herbs are wonderful. You may want to add parsley. You know,
really?
Different kind of herbs too, but you know, dill and parsley is a staple to Turkish kitchen, and I love
Really?
it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
We always have them in our refrigerator, and
Keeping it now?
Keeping it now.
Would you recommend doing this with dried herbs or go with the fresh?
Oh, go with the fresh.
Go with the fresh.
Go with the fresh. Well, meantime, while you crumbling, and you
Okay.
may finish it here, adding.
Add it in,
And
okay.
I will just crack 4 eggs for our mixture.
Okay.
And oops, see, I just dropped.
It
some
makes
of
me
it.
feel good when even the chef will get a little shell in the bowl. At least I'm not awful.
Nobody is
Of course, I usually
perfect.
drop the whole egg in the bowl.
Nobody is perfect. So, in the meantime, when I'm cracking eggs, if you realize I have my filo lying down with a dry and wet towel.
I did notice that. And why is that? You've got the wet paper towel on top, and then we've got a dry towel here, and oh, that's our filo underneath. So why?
Yeah, because filos are very thin, paper thin doughs are easily become a paper if you don't cover it. It's
So
a
to keep it from drying out, you want to keep it moist, and that's why we've got it under the towels. Good tip.
Yeah.
Very good tip.
By the way, filo was originated from Azerbaijani Turks in the 11th century.
Really?
The name was yufka, and eventually in 18th century it became a filo, named by Greeks to filo and become in the packages.
Really? So the filo we know today, because that's what I'm familiar with, with
comes
Greek cooking, and it comes
From 11th century, from Azerbaijani Turks, and it's
Wow.
called yufka.
Oh, wow. You learn
Well,
something new every day. I'm grabbing a towel real quick just because I have my feta all over me. Now, should I stir this up? I'm sure I should because I've got my...
And yeah, now we gotta bring our pan. I'm just gonna show you how we set it. So I just add some butter. Yeah.
Okay.
So egg, milk, and butter.
And of course, we'll have the recipe on the website. So if you're wondering about specific measurements and things like that, you can always check it
Okay.
there.
Now I'm gonna get my pan. It's already brushed with an oil.
Okay.
Okay, where shall we
Like a
do?
canola oil or something
Yeah.
like that? I'm
Mhm,
sorry, should I
just-
move out of the way?
I'm sorry, I'm just moving. Yep. And so
Take this.
now we can take this off. I'm just
Okay.
gonna simply explain to you how we layer it.
Oh, and it's kept it nice and moist.
And I usually get 2 sheets of filo. I have small square ones, so I pretend like they're in a big box, 2 sheets, okay?
Okay.
So usually 2 large ones cover this.
It's very much like a lasagna.
Oh yeah, you
An
can
Italian
put it like,
lasagna, when you
that's
think of it
right,
that way
that's
with the
right.
noodles.
The
Okay.
only reason you're going to be adding egg mixture, it's
Instead of a red sauce or something like that. Oh,
yes.
fun. Okay.
And I simply brush it with canola and butter mixture.
Okay.
You can just do canola oil, or you can just do butter.
And why do you do both? Because you do that frequently. I know that's one of your trademarks. You like to mix it.
I like it. It's lighter, and it's
Okay.
also it comes more crisp
Oh,
as a
okay.
texture when you bake it.
Great.
And I'll put my filling.
Okay.
So this can be also done by spinach. Besides this,
that
shredded
would be good.
zucchini, or ground beef, so you can have lots of fillings.
Great.
Okay, so again, I'm
Excellent
covering.
vegetarian dish again.
So
We're
it's
on a roll
like,
today.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely. It fits very well to vegetarian dishes. So I'm just covering again.
Okay.
Oh, look what we did. In between, we need to put the
Our
mixture.
egg?
Oh,
Oh,
I'll just
sorry
move
about
this
that.
down.
Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. Oops. Okay.
So I pour a little bit.
Actually, with the teaspoon.
Okay.
You want to?
Great.
Okay.
I'm just going to spoon it over.
Yeah.
Great. So we're going to spoon that over.
Okay.
And do we want it to be saturated or?
That's fine.
That's fine.
And now, do you want to cover it?
Alrighty.
Okay.
With my.
Just
Hello?
put 2 is fine.
Okay. And then we're going to add another layer.
Yeah, so that's what
I
you
see.
do it.
So it seeps in and creates that. All right.
And once you come halfway through, so you put the filling, then other halfway through with all, you're repeating the same.
So I'm going to keep repeating. Now I'm going to do more filling, another layer of phyllo, and then more of the mixture.
Exactly.
More filling and so on and so forth until we get it to the top.
Yeah.
And then do we
And
brush anything on the top layer of phyllo?
You just gonna end it up with
the egg
more
and-
of egg and milk mixture.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And then
Excuse me,
we're
there's something
gonna.
stuck in my throat.
We have already one ready
Oh.
in our oven.
All right.
And are you okay?
I'm good. I'm good. Dying.
Okay.
here.
So which we set it in 350 degree or 375 degree oven. Look how much
it's
it's
so
rised,
golden.
and so it becomes so puffy. It's wonderful. It's delicious. Can you smell?
It smells excellent. The phyllo and the egg and everything. It's gotten so golden here. You can see it bubbling up where the egg has come up.